I've been trying to tell you all from the get-go what it was. I told you all, man, in the video, the Migos to 21 Savage are fake. They the feds. Y'all don't listen. 21 Savage gets deported. He from the UK. There's a reason why they call it the rap game. It's a game. 100% of these rappers out here are not what they claim and where they from. To what they supposed to be. I'm gonna break things down a bit, man. Back in the day, if you were coming out saying you were slanging drugs while rapping about it, oh, you had to be background checked. There's no doubt about it. You had to be background checked. If it turned out that you was selling drugs, you good. If you come out rapping about busting your gun, you had to be background checked. And if it turns out that you was busting your gun, you good. If it turns out you were claiming a gang banging out in these streets with certain cats, claiming a certain clique, if it turned out to be good, you can. But if it turned out that you weren't selling drugs, if you weren't busting your guns, if you weren't with the gang with these certain people and false claiming, then you couldn't rap. Then you had to be shut down like that. You had to be pretty much dealt with. Maybe outlined in chalk. Nowadays, we let these motherfuckers just pass by. It's okay. But if you came out during the time of snitching, as it's called, you done for. Or if you would come out of the closet and you were an entertainer, your career is done for. But today, we let all that shit slide. So check this out, right? Check this out. Let's go back to the first record label of rappers that got exposed and ruined. Murder Inc. Ja Rule and Gotti. They out of here. Once it turned out, them niggas weren't really about shit, weren't really fucking hustling, but they were paying people to, I guess, make statements for them, to back them up. That's how they managed to kind of stay, I guess, above water. But once 50 came along, destroyed them, and let it be known what it really was, they had to get the fuck on out of here. They had to get the hell on out of here. That was it. They done. Now, it says that 50's been known to probably talk to cops. Now, Star says he's seen actual paperwork. But how do we know that actual paperwork is real and not something that was, I guess, made up on, I don't even know what the hell would be around at the time for that. Not really Photoshop per se, but kind of like a graphing and, I guess, a typing program with PowerPoint would be made like that. That could be faked, then looked real. You have, I think, one of the first female artists who got her career ruined by coming out of the closet with the linked video that was from a strip club with her getting ate out, which was by Eve. After that, that was it. She was done for. She was dropped. But you take nowadays with, talking to police, people like Rick Ross, who is police, still has a career. He should have been long gone. You have those like Tekashi talking to the police. Gave up every single last one. You have those like the Migos, the 21 Savage, who lives, they felt like their lives were threatened, so they got the authorities involved with Busy Bone, Crazy Bone, with Bone Thugs and Harmony. You have to have QC pretty much stand in front of them boys when they talk shit because they can't back it up. So they have to have actual older OGs fight their fights for them. Them niggas ain't about it. Them niggas ain't built like that. Them niggas didn't come from the ghetto, the projects, the trapping. They came from suburban living households from white neighborhoods, man. They never came from slanging anything at all. You got, even when it comes to, I guess, false claiming, which you can go into with the Game and the Tekashi. Waka Flocka. The whole rap game, when it comes to Bloods, ain't real Bloods. Let's go back to the first fake Blood, which was Suge Knight. That nigga was brought up a healthy life, went to a private school. What he put on was a fake and a front and an act. That tough guy act that he was playing, look where that shit got him. He was the original Tekashi 6ix9ine. Before Tekashi 6ix9ine. The only reason why these entertainers get away with that Blood shit is because the Bloods do run the music industry. Because when you sign to a contract, you sign a Blood contract. Which means the only way out of it is actual death and you dying in prison. The thing is, they all turned on one person. The guy that, I don't know if he's the originator of the Bloods, but he's definitely one of the OGs that were around with the Bloods when they very first started after the split of the Black Panthers. Even he said a lot of these entertainers, they ain't real Bloods. They come to me so they can get into the industry quicker. They pay a certain amount about every 2 weeks, every month or so, which is around 25, 35 racks, in order to maintain that Blood reputation and have people vouch for them with fake representation. But you know what they did? They turned on him, threw him under the bus. Now he doing life in prison. That's some fucked up shit. The Game was never brought up a banger. He was never brought up a Crip. He was never brought up a Blood. He bought himself into the Blood lifestyle with the music industry. He was brought up a stripper, a person that liked men. He ain't built like that. As you can see, because of his how he acts, how he carries himself, fucked up his career. He fucked that up. He messed that up. He threw that all shit away. Now, as you see, he's trying to clout chase off fucking Joe Budden. Joe Budden ain't having that shit. The Game a total bitch out here. Don't get it fucked up. He's a total fucking bitch. He's a fake ass Blood, G. And we letting, the thing is, what's so fucked up about it, a lot of people punk out to this guy. He ain't nobody to punk out to. He a punk ass bitch. He's a fucking body boy. A faggot boy. There's a reason why he talked to 50 when he seen 50 with him several times when 50's out in California. The Game is scared of 50. 50 got bigger niggas. 50 really come from some shit. The Game don't want them problems. He let Mike Mill. No, Mike Mill got punked out to a punk bitch. Like Game. Keeping it real. The Game bought his way into that, G. You go into the next fake gangbangers. Birdman, Lil Wayne. They were fake Bloods from the get-go, G. They were known around being Crips. Facts. But they were also known behind scenes, which I explained before in videos on this channel. Birdman was fucking Lil Wayne at a very, very young age. Pretty much took his manhood. He was molesting him, but he didn't know that because he was buying him with money, clothes, jewelry. Then later on, with drugs, clothes, jewelry. He got Lil Wayne fucked up to where he is now. They ain't got no reputation of being what they are. Birdman bought his way into that shit with fake representation. You see what I'm saying? You go into now. Tekashi was a camera guy for a rapper in his neighborhood. Tekashi was around Crips, but he was never Crip associated, affiliated, never just wasn't really around him, you know. Affiliated, associated, and reputed. He was never part of him, G. He wasn't even an open card. He wasn't an independent card. He was brought up a square. Now, was he part, once upon a time, could he have actually wanted to be part of Scum Gang from what I gathered, they're supposed to be Bloods? Probably. Oh no, not Bloods, Crips, my bad, Crips. That's what I got from it. They were supposed to be Crips. And I guess he not only cross-jumped to be a Blood to get into the rap game, but I guess he kind of threw him underneath the bus. I mean, that's what I gathered from some of these interviews that they have done. And that's what it sounds like to me. During that, he never banged. Stuff's coming out that he was brought up in a good household. What he's putting on is an act as a front, and he was really working from the feds from the get-go. So he's going to be out very, very soon. I guarantee it. But can he come back from this? Yeah. Because we do let that shit slide nowadays. It is now acceptable. What else, man? You take, going back, you take those that represent a coast where they're not even from. Tupac was from New Jersey, from New York City. Most of his life was brought up on the East Coast. He went to West Coast because that's where the music was starting to go to. Because you did have that awkward balance of, here's the East Coast, we started it, then you had the West Coast that started the street, the gangster music. Tupac could have made it on either sides. He didn't have to go to the West Coast to be famous, to really make it in the rap game, because you had the East Coast, man. You still could have been Tupac within the East Coast, my G. But he was false claiming a coast that he was never from. Streets that he never represented. Things that stuff that he never banged. Yeah, he was clout chasing when it came to that gang life, and it came back and bit him in the ass. But all that talk he was doing, he had to show his shit to say, you know what, I can back up what I say. Because if he didn't, it would have been out of here for him. But as you can see where it got him killed because of that shit. Now you take people in terms of Don Q. Don Q ain't from New York. He went to New York because, well, that's where he think he can get popping, where he can start over with his career. He originally from Nashville, Tennessee. He tried to come down here to Columbia to do a show, but we ain't fuck with him. Down here in Tennessee, we don't fuck with Don Q. For what reason, I don't know, but I do believe he did some shit because he can't come down here for whatever reason. And he pissed a lot of people off. And his fucking shit got destroyed down here for whatever that he did. And now he's really claiming he's from New York when originally he's not. But as you can see, he can't even get off and popping himself off in New York. That's why he wants to start dissing people and saying shit that probably ain't even true. And as you can see, some of the money he's trying to show is nickel and dime money. That ain't shit. What the? Are you performing at little bars? Because that's what it looks like. Is that loan money? Because that's what it looks like. So Don Q, a whole fake piece of shit. That's the best way I can say it. And now you go in to 21 Savage. 21 Savage is from the UK. There's a reason why they ported him. Again, when you have money, you're going to buy people that's going to vouch for you with fake representation of value. You see what I'm saying? For 12 years, you grew up in the UK. Your mother bought the Visa card, the passport, that you do have to renew if you don't do it right. Brought you over here in your early 20s as an adult. You stayed in Atlanta for like, what, 2 years? And in order for you to hide your accent, because the Visa card wasn't being used at the time anyways, and by the time your mother decided to use it, was when it was expired. So you had to get a grill in your mouth, a permanent one at that, in order for you to not have that UK accent. Once shit caught up to you, with you being brought up, good lifestyle, good background, a good boy, good schooling, not brought up in the ghetto, not brought up in the hood and the projects, not brought up slanging or gangbanging. No. You were brought up in the UK. Now all your shit is catching up to you. And now stuff did come out around people said, yeah, you know what? He did pay us to vouch for him with fake representation. You ain't from Atlanta. You ain't about no blood shit. You faked the whole fucking thing. And now your crew has to come out with these bullshit statements to cover for your ass. But I guarantee you, once you ain't able to come back over here and it all fucking fails and they see that, oh, well, we ain't getting paid no more by him, because what you guys have to understand is that, yeah, entertainers are worth more money over across seas. American money has more value over across seas. And when transferred into, overseas money, yes, it comes a bit more. But trying to transfer pounds into an American bank account that gets turned into dollars ain't going to be very much, because UK money ain't worth shit over here in the US. Not like US currency is worth money over there. So when you try to still pay your people and they ain't really getting shit, that's when they going to come out and throw you underneath the bus and say, you know what, the only reason why we lied for him is because he was paying us. You done. That's all there is to it. Just like a lot of these there's a lot of fucking industry plants. Lil Pump is an industry plant. He ain't from no harsh background. He ain't no gangster. No, he was brought in with a wealthy family, with a scholarship, bought his way into the industry with that scholarship, and then managed to lie about his age so he can finesse more money out of Warner Brothers. And because of that, he is also getting paid by Instagram, because that's really what his contract is as well as an entertainer. You can't name not one concert, not one song, not one music video, not one line from Lil Pump, because he was just planted right there out of the blue. You see what I'm saying? That's why they call it a rap game. It's all a game. It's all fake. 100% of these rappers now are fucking fake. And even back in the days, they really fake shit too good, to the point where now shit's getting brought into light. R. Kelly, for one, has been a known rapist before he was fucking famous, playing with young girls and boys. That has been out forever. And now shit finally caught up with him, because you can only run so much from your past until the shit fully fucking hits you. That's why they call it a game. It's all a game. It's all fake. All these entertainers out here, they fake this shit. It ain't like it used to be. I hate to tell y'all this, but that's just how it is. So you buying into shit, you shouldn't be fucking believing what you seeing with these people. That's all there is to it. I hate to burst y'all's bubble, but that's how it is. It's a game. It's all a game. All of it's fake. A good majority of these people ain't about shit anyways. I ain't really from the South, but you know what? I was brought up in the South from the age of 3 years old till at the age of 28, and that's all I really know. And I'm originally from the west coast of Montana. Montana's on the west coast. You know your geographical landscape within your math, and plus your maps as well in your navigations, and know your actually history. California, Montana are close to the border of what? What are they close to? Canada. Main people go into what? New York or the West Coast. They go through New York, Montana, California within those parts. Montana's from the West Coast. So yeah, I'm originally from the West Coast, but I don't claim it because I got no business there. But at least I'm keeping it real. And I don't rap them. I ain't got no business to. But you know what? I'm glad I'm doing this video because you guys have to stop buying into this bullshit that you guys are buying into, man. A lot of what you hear and see ain't what it really is. A lot of the entertainers that you listen to is lies. It's a rap game. It's a game. It ain't real. I'm sorry, but that's the best that I can put it. Rap game. It's a game, bro. A good majority of these niggas ain't about shit. A good majority make up these things because it sounds good on paper. But a lot of it ain't what it seems. I know you don't want to believe it. And I know everyone wants to vouch for their favorite artist. But that's the harsh reality truth, man. That's the harsh reality truth. But don't get it messed up. Some back going in from the early days of hip-hop from the 80s. And then in the 90s, yeah, there were still, a lot around that did fake the shit. They faked the funk. And when shit came to light really quick, they ran the fuck out. They had to go. And it was a good percentage. The thing is, we ain't got no more leaders no more, man. We ain't got no people that... As I was saying with everything, it's a game. It's not real. And going into that to finish wrapping up the discussion, just how fake these people are. We'll start with Blueface, or as I call him, Blue Bitch. He goes and saying, I'm a Crip. You ain't no fucking Crip. You ain't no blood. First came out, I'm from, what he say he from? I'm from Canada. Then it comes out, I'm from Compton, Los Angeles, whatever. He's saying not claiming from the West Coast. Riding off the style of the West Coast, wearing Chuck Taylors, Dickies, wearing nothing but the jerseys. You ain't no Crip. You know what I'm saying, bruh? You feel what I'm saying to you, cuz? And yes, me doing this is a straight shot towards you, because I know you ain't real with it. You a whole fucking clown, bitch. Blue Bitch Baby is your name, man. Blue Bitch Baby. Ain't no blue face, you Blue Bitch Baby. Going into that, you have a video that is surfacing, and this video's fucking suspect as shit. I don't know how many of you guys follow Birdman on Instagram. I don't know how many of y'all may even see the video. Like I said, I don't know when this in particular video that I'm doing is going to go up. But some of you guys may have seen Birdman recently. And today is, of course, February the 5th of 2019. And he's in the studio with 2 new artists. And I think Akademiks posted this video on his page. On one of his accounts. And this goes to show, again, why the rap game is fake and why it's Bate Boy land. Why, again, Birdman is a fake fucking blood. I'm about to just now hop into it. Maybe you guys seen the video. But tell me, why in the hell does he have 2 young men that don't even look like they're in their early 20s. Don't even look at the age of 19 to 18. Looks at the age of 17, 16 at the most. And one of them is in their boxer shorts in the studio dancing in front of Birdman. That looks like a young version of NBA Youngboy. Why? What does that say to you? But with that being said, rap game is just that. It's a game. It's fake. And to wrap this up, to give you guys a prime example of how fake it is out here, I'm going to calm all the way down right now. I can't remember exactly what year this was when this took place. It was one of the BET Awards, and it was the last time that G-Unit was actually together. And this is before Buck left, before the G-Unit reunion. So this is the time where Ross and Jeezy were beefing, and I think it was some of 50 Cent's entourage from his crew that jumped Gunplay, picked him up, and threw him. During that award show, I remember a lot of footage was coming out of all the entertainers that were there. Had a lot of issues with each other. So much to the point, it really showed that behind closed doors and behind the stage that there is conflict. And I'm just not talking about the examples I gave, but I'm talking about from P. Diddy to Wiz Khalifa, Lil Wayne and Birdman himself, Nicki and Drake. All the entertainers don't really get along with each other. They don't fuck with each other like that. But when it comes to now going on camera, they have to put on a fake front like, oh, we cool. At the end, again, it's just a game. None of these artists really fuck with each other like that. And that award show really showed people's true colors. Like, even if it really wasn't captured on footage, you heard stories about every entertainer at that award show fighting. So it goes to show no one really fucks with each other like that. And the only reason why they tend to do business together is because it looks good for the fans and it brings in money. And I think that right there will do it for this video. And things that I said, even with this, gives that example of just that. It's a game.